Hey guys, so we're back today and we've got a good one for you again. So starting with the warm-up, we're going to send you out on 2 rounds of starting with a 10 by 25 foot shuttle run. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to map out roughly 25 feet in your yard or wherever, and this whole warm-up is kind of meant to be done like in the grass or wherever you can do it. So map it out at 25 foot shuttle. You're gonna run 25 feet. Okay, shuttle 10 times there and back. And then you're gonna stop and you're gonna go 30 air squats. You don't have to do all the way to 30. You just wanna feel that leg pump and try to get there. Making sure you're getting that full range of motion, nice and slow on the way down. And coming back up. Good. We'll watch Besky do a couple more. Nice good rep tempo. It's a warm up, so feel that weight in your heels and keep the chest off. Then you're gonna, so that's part 1 of the 2 rounds. Part 2, you're gonna do 10 by 25 feet again, shuttle run. But this time you're gonna go 3 inchworms when you're done. So Besky's gonna get to the floor with straight legs. He's gonna walk out just as far as he can and pause when you're at your limit. Okay, that's your threshold. And you keep that nice hollow body. And you're gonna tippy toe up, and then he's gonna continue on to the next one for 3 reps, okay? And then part 3 of that first round, we're gonna do a 20-second hollow body hold, followed by 5 push-up into a down dog, okay? So hollow body hold, this is if you take them and flip them upside down, what do we have? The inchworm threshold. I hope you got that right. Okay, so he's doing 20 seconds roughly, just count in your head, and make sure that low back is getting to the floor, and we're really reaching for the wall, okay? Push up to down dog. This one you're gonna do a full range push up, chest to deck, coming back up, and then you're gonna stretch through that armpit, back down, stretch through that armpit, just loading the shoulder and stretching the shoulder, okay? So that's the general warm up. You're gonna do 2 sets of that. And then hopefully your heart rate's up, okay? Next part. We're going into the mobility, all right? We've got some front rack stuff to do, even if you don't have a barbell. So you can grab a chair or you can just do this on the floor. And you're gonna go elbows up on the chair for a front rack stretch. And Besky is gonna try to, just like we did in the downward dog, Besky's gonna try to open up through that lat muscle and through the armpit. And he's gonna keep his abs tight, trying to still achieve a little bit of a hollow body. He's gonna, he can add some PNF by contracting and relaxing. You can see him kind of seesawing in there, contracting and relaxing through his armpit and his shoulder muscle. Ooh. So that's the mobility, all right? On to the specific. Okay, if you have a barbell, you can go grab your barbell now. If you don't have a barbell, we can grab our dumbbell for partial, for our partial equipment version. And if you don't have any of the above, you can use an odd object, single arm or double arm, and just try to work nice and light, okay, be safe, and we're just trying to work our range of motion, okay? So best gonna get this barbell up in his rack position. You get it just above that collarbone, shoulders meet the bar, arms nice and engaged in front of the barbell. He's gonna tuck his chin, he's gonna do a strict press. Bar comes back down to that same spot. Bar's in a straight line, and now he's going to do a pause push press. So he's going to pause on the bottom. 1, 2, drive. All right, using his legs to drive the bar overhead, locked out. And he's going to do 2 reps of that, so another pause and drive. Good, and he's going to do 3 pausing jerks. This time he's going to pause in the reception. All right, pausing in the reception of the jerk. And stand. Okay, and let's try a split jerk. And pause. And stand. Notice how he recovers. Okay, and 1 more. Shoulders a little tired. Nope. Oh, he's solid. And stand. Good. Okay. Cool. We should be ready to go. That's the warm-up, guys. Have fun. All right. So part A, our weightlifting for today, is going to be an EMOM. We're going to go 6 minutes. All right. So EMOM 6 minutes. We're going to go 1 pause, push, press, and then 1 pausing jerk. You can use a split jerk or a push jerk. Besky here's going to show you a split jerk. So let's just see what that looks like, okay? We don't have a rack, so we're just going to power clean it up. So you're gonna pause, push, press. Good. Cool. So, what we should realize by now, after last week's programming, we talked a lot about opposing force. And I'm going to get Besky to do another set here so you can see what I'm talking about, but we want to think about two things today. Obviously the pause is built in to really feel the legs in the lift, and that's the opposing force here. We want the bar to go up, and we want to go under, and we use the legs in order to generate that force up against the bar by pushing the floor away. So opposing force, okay? So that's number one, thinking about as much opposing force as possible up into the bar. Number two, you notice the touch and go nature of between the lifts. When Besky brings that bar down to his shoulders, it hits the same spot, dip, drive back into it, and we're pausing in the reception for the jerk. Okay, so the big thing for number two to think about is bar placement. So Besky's got these massive front delts here, and the bar is going to come down right to those front delts and above his collarbone, and it comes down to that same spot. If you were to do 10 of these in a row, it'd be hitting in the exact same spot. If you get marks on your collarbone specifically from push jerks, it probably means your elbows are dropping a little bit too much and the bar is kind of all over the place on you. We really want to think about bar placement and making sure we get nice and consistent with that. Okay, so let's watch one more set. Remember, watch how he pauses in the bottom of his push press and in the reception of his jerk. Beautiful bar placement. Good. He comes down with the bar. Nice good pause in that receiving position, and there you have that. Okay. All right, so what if you don't have a barbell? What if you have no equipment? All right, so you should probably have fast forwarded to this part of the video. Kidding, you can always learn something. But you're gonna grab your trusty tote bags, you're gonna fill them with rocks, you're gonna fill them with whatever you want, and we are not gonna do pause, jerks, or anything fancy like that. We're gonna build our upper body strength. Okay, Besky's going to bring these up into as much of a rack position that he can handle. Probably going to want to get those elbows up and those thumbs simulating the barbell as much on the shoulders as you want. I told you he has big, massive front delts, so they're kind of getting in the way here. All right, so we're just going to do three strict presses, 3 to 5. Same thing on the minute for 6 minutes. See how he presses pretty fast because he's just pressing that barbell, and those things are bouncing all over on him. We want to control the speed in order to maintain stability on this, all right? So try to be stable, try to be smart, and try to get some upper body strength. 3 to 5 strict press with whatever you have laying around. These tote bags are great, or grocery bags, or a couple backpacks, whatever you can get your hands on, all right? So have fun.
Hey guys, back again for part B of the Metcon. This is going to be for the full equipment version. And the workout is going to be plain and simple, 3 different rounds, 21, 15, 9 of a pulling movement, gymnastic movement, starting with a toe bar and a row, and then alternating each round of going to a chest to bar and a row, and then a bar muscle up and a row. So that's what we're going to be going through today. We're going to start off by just touching point of the stimulus for the workout. All of these movements all have varying degrees of gymnastics. So what we're trying to keep confirmed is that the quality of all these movements are just going to aid us in going through these workouts, keeping stimulus and in making sure we're engaged and be able to do this workout properly. So we're going to start off with just a quick little demo of the toe to bar with Kev here. So one thing to note about the toe to bar, because they are small amount of reps, we want to try and have some quick cycling with these, so minimize the time that we're off the bar, and again, maximize the time that we're on the bar. So with Kev, with the toe to bar, what we want to do is have a nice firm grip on the bar, and what we want to make sure is that we're keeping tension in that core so we can make sure we can cycle. So Kev's going to demo through a couple of toes to bar here. So yeah, he's not, what you can see, he's not overarching his back, he's not having too much of a swing behind him, and again, keeping that core tight, which is going to enable him to get his toes up a lot quicker, and again, making sure he's engaged with his lats. So after those 21 toes to bar, we're coming onto the rower. So because the rower is the second part of each workout, they don't interfere with each other, so what we want to focus on is driving hard with the legs. So Kev's going to have a little bit more of an upright torso. He's going to push again through the midpoint of his feet, and again, even with the rower, we're still keeping those lats engaged as he's pulling. Again, just to keep tension on his upper back, which is going to allow him to get through those calories a lot faster. So that's great, Kev. So good couple pulls, stay nice and tight on that rower. So next round after those toes to bar, we are on the chest to bar. So we're getting a little bit more of an aggressive pulling movement. So with the chest to bar, one thing is we can try and get more of our wrist or the top of our palm over the bar. That's going to allow us to stay more connected from the wrist down to our elbow, down to our shoulder. And we can grab a slightly wider grip, and that's just going to allow us to, again, get our chest a little higher and shorten the distance between, again, our hands and our chest touching the bar. So those were some great reps. And then last but not least, again, our most challenging bar movement is going to be the bar muscle up. So we're kind of combining the toe to bar and chest to bar movement of the palm over the bar, core tension, slightly wider grips. And for the bar muscle up, due to our limited space here, maybe not for you, is we want to make sure that we're using our hips a lot more, because by this time our grip and our arms are going to be nice and tired. So get those hips nice and quick up to that bar, follow with a quick pull through to our hips, and then we're kind of rolling over. So Kev's going to jump up, take a big swing, and then from you can see he got his knees up nice and quick, and a nice quick hip extension, and then he comes down with a quick press up at the top. So again, we're just covering those 3 different movements, and then with the row, and that kind of concludes our Metcon for the day. So have fun with that, guys.
All right, so today we're combining the partial equipment and no equipment version into one version. Okay, hopefully by this point you got your 10-liter water jugs or whatever you're going to use as your odd object apparatus. So today we're using these for the same thing we used them yesterday, and that's a bent over row because we have another gymnastics pull. And today with our stimulus in the main workout, we're going to try to promote that with muscular endurance in the upper body. Okay, so what this workout is 25-minute AMRAP. All right, full 25 minutes, and we're going to do 1 round of 21, 15, 9, bent over row, V up, and shuttle run. Okay, so we're going to do 21 bent over row, 21 V up, 21 shuttle run, 15, 15, 15, 9, 9, 9. That's 1 round, and then we're going to rest 2 minutes. We're going to do as many rounds of that whole sequence as possible in the 25 minutes. Okay, so we've got these water jugs here. Bessie's going to show us bent over row. Same thing as yesterday. We're going to get a nice flat back, squeeze the scaps, really feel the floor on this and feel that tension through the floor. We're going to go down and up, down and up, down and up. Trying to maintain a good upper body position and nice and tall. Big pull on those water jugs, keeping it nice and smooth. Okay, so that's going to exhaust that pull, kind of like that chest to bar. Then we're going to go to V-ups. I love this movement. This movement is huge for gymnastics fundamentals, right? Pipes loves it too. All right, so Besky, the big thing about these is snapping up with some force right through that hip flexion, through that core, using that hollow body to snap up, touch the toes in the middle. Go ahead, Besky. And then we control on the way down. Control on the way down. You know if you're controlled if you can tap the floor at the same time with the hands and the feet. So open up and tap and tap. Yeah. See how controlled he is on the eccentric? That's what we want, okay? So 21, 21, and then we've mapped out 25 feet as end to end, and we would just do our 25-foot shuttle run for 21 reps as well, and then 15s and then 9s, all right? Have fun with this one, guys. How was it today?
It was good. Yeah, a little sweaty. It was nice to be out in the cold, but yeah, it worked out really well.
Oh, a little bit of an upper body pump.
A little bit of an upper body. The jugs are very underestimating. So have fun with those.
Have fun, guys.